Welcome everybody to my review for the Monster Hunter Rise ad. Came out like about 2 weeks ago, I believe. Was it 2 weeks? I think. I don't know because I've been enjoying this game for as much as possible. I don't think that I have fully indulged myself within all of the missions and the quests that are jam packed within this game. But before I do the review, I would like to explain a few things about Monster Hunter in a whole. For me, Monster Hunter was something that I wasn't going to be getting into since I had tried out Monster Hunter 3 with a couple of friends a long time ago. I dropped it and just went on my way until a very old friend of mine decided to pull me back into it. I had restarted Monster Hunter 3 along with them, and then eventually it kind of hooked onto me, and I continued the journey from Monster Hunter 3 all the way to now with the release of Monster Hunter Rise. The gameplay and core mechanics within Monster Hunter Rise are still within the game itself, with a lot of new functions and skills that have been implemented from previous games that, well, I'm pretty sure other YouTubers can explain in more detail. But on this review, I want to at least express my own opinions and my own views about the game and how it fares to the other Monster Hunter games, especially to Monster Hunter World, in which I had played as well. The games and graphics are superb, and I'm not going to compare it to Monster Hunter World. It is on its own merit very graphically stunning in its own way, but with the Nintendo Switch being as it is, it has its own unique charms and, well, stunning beauty within the lands of Komura and all of the other locales within the game. The gameplay, it is very unique with the abilities to use all of the weapons that are quite familiar to everybody who knows Monster Hunter, especially with the new mechanic of the wire bug, in which you use to traverse the lands and use attacks called silk binds. Silk, I think it's called silk bind attacks. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. And it is also with using the wire bug, you could also use a special riding mechanic that was also added to the game called Wyvern riding. This replaces the mounting mechanic that was used in a few of the old Monster Hunter games and allows you to take control of the monster and ride it in battle to fight other monsters and cause damage to them. Also within the game is also called the Rampage mode. It's basically like a tower defense that has you putting up different installations within the game and try to stop hordes of monsters pouring in order to defend Komura Village from opposing monsters, major threats, and including apex monsters who eventually join the fray. I'm not going to spoil any of the boss monsters at the end, so you gotta figure that out for yourself. Overall, I believe the game it is pretty great. I mean, I can't wait to get back playing it right now as I'm trying to record this video quickly enough to just jump back into it. Yeah, it's that addicting. So, on my personal score, I want to rate this game a 9 out of 10. It is great overall. The game is quite appealing. The story, well, I haven't touched on the story because the story is there, but Monster Hunter hasn't been good on getting a great story out of it. But this one has a good story in it. And also, the mechanics are good. The fighting and battling of all the different monsters with all the new monsters as well in it is great. And personally, I like it how you're able to get into lobbies quick enough and jump into battles and all this other stuff that hasn't been added into all these other old Monster Hunter games. So I want to at least say that if you want to try Monster Hunter Rise being new to the series, go ahead and give it a shot. It's easy enough for you guys to learn and give it some time to use the different weapons and mechanics inside the game. So I want to at least give you guys a shot to try it out for yourselves. So as I have scored right now, Monster Hunter Rise 9 out of 10. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next review.